Greetings, 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 greetings to everybody. Here comes Mommy G again for another moment of reflection with you. And I hope that you are going to gain one or two things from this section. Let me put it that way. And I always want us to reflect on one pertinent issue or the other. And today, I want us to look at this idea of, how do I put it? Exaggerated preference for the side chick and her family as compared to the legal wife and your children at home. I'm talking to the men, both old and young. I call it exaggerated because sometimes some of the things that you men do not really make sense. So as the Bible says, I keep going back to this quotation, which I like very much. Come, let us reason together. Let us really look at this thing together and see whether it makes sense or how much sense it makes to you and I. For example, well, we are not saying that people should have side chicks. But since you don't want to listen, since you think that the men think that you must have a side chicks, fine and good. But then my problem now is, why is it that you prefer to please, to satisfy your side chick and her children in some cases, rather than your wife and your own children? And in many cases, these children of the side chick are not even your own biological children. But you see the man going out of his way to do whatever the side chick demands of him. Those who have enough money, if they ask you, no matter how much money they ask, you will give. They will ask for a car, you will buy. They ask for a house, you will build. They ask for another house for their parents, you will build. They ask for school fees for the children, food money, and so on and so on. This is why the raw cash show. You have given raw cash, but you still have to give food money. You still have to pay school fees. You have to buy the needs of their children. You will provide all of that. And sometimes they even ask for sponsorship for their siblings, their brothers, their sisters. You do that, and you even have to send some of them abroad when there are occasions in their family, whether it is a death or marriage or whatever. You take care, their uncles, the extended family, you take care as if you are married to them. But even if you were married, why do you neglect one wife in preference of the other? Why do you neglect your wife in preference of the side chick? Even those who are polygamists, they don't do it that way. They try to divide their time, their resources, their emotions, maybe not equally, but they try to satisfy each of their wives to a certain extent, except those who are very irresponsible. Yes, there's some even polygamists who are legally married with many wives. They are irresponsible. Now let's take this scenario. Your child may need school fees, is sent away from school fees. They don't have books, uniform, they don't have food at home. And what do you say? I don't have money. Go and ask your mother. Or when you go to, the mother comes, I don't have money. Do it yourself after you are working. Then when it comes to the side chicks, you will gladly do it. Just a single request. You will just go running. When they say jump, you say hi. You jump even higher than the height they have given you to jump. Now, my question is, does this make sense? Does this make sense? Especially the young people, my children. Does it really make sense to you? Why would I check sense? Some of you, your fathers were doing these wrong things. Your uncles, your other relatives, or uncles, as I've said, they are doing these things which are not correct. By all measures, they are not correct. It doesn't take anybody to tell you that not. Even a blind man can see that it's not correct what you are doing or what they have been doing, and then you follow suit. You are doing the same things, and you see the negative results that some of them had because of this dispersed energy, dispersed finances, dispersed emotions. No, they can't hold on to one, and it's just like a rolling stone that doesn't gather any moss. And you copy the same thing. You are doing the same thing. And you hope to have different results. Check sense. My picking, they want to check sense. Before when they want to do anything, check sense. Don't just be doing things blindly. Just because you think that you may have a different results. You may have some some kind of relief or from your problems, but it's always short-lived because you always go back to the problem. Except you tell me that you want to divorce your wife and stay with a side chick. But even if you do, what about the children? Are they not their children? These children did not bargain to come into this world, though. You are the one who decided to bring them into this world. So, why should you be transferring your aggression to them? Why should you transfer your hatred for them? If you hate your wife, must you hate them? If you are angry with your wife, must you be angry with them? If you have problems with wife, must you have problems with your children? If you don't want to take care of your wife, must you neglect your children? What have the children done to you? The children have not done anything, so don't let them suffer because of your issues, because that is why some of you are called irresponsible. Because you refuse to take the responsibility of feeding your child, clothing your child, sending them to school, the basics, taking care of their health. Okay, there's this situation. When the child of a side chick is sick, you drop everything and run at her call, at her beck and call, to go and take this child to the hospital and pay all the bills, buy all the medication and so on. But when it is your own child who is sick, what do? You tell your wife, take her to the hospital. When the wife asks for money, I don't have money. You take her to the hospital. I don't have time. But when it is the other woman, you have time, you have money. So what does it really mean? Really, I really hope to understand, because I really, really don't understand. You see men who jump off from their beds at midnight, 1 o'clock, and they're running to their side chicks, who call at this are just out of caprice. They're just being malicious and capricious. But you run out, rush there. Look at it the other way around. When you are there and your wife calls you, even if it's at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. 7 p.m. for one, maybe the child has fallen sick, or maybe, for whatever problem, what do? Sometimes you don't even go. Sometimes you even put off your phone because you don't want her to get to you. And sometimes, even when you answer, you are just so rude. I'm busy. Don't disturb me. I have a meeting somewhere or whatever. Or, for those who are polite, they will even tell you they have a meeting. So when you are doing things, my dear people, my dear young people, do you think it is really good? Do you think it is really correct? There is this case of a married man who has whose children and the children of a side chick, who are not his biological children, mind you, are in the same boarding school out of town. But guess what happens? This man, when it is reopening day, this man will buy all the children, the needs of the children of the side chick, pick them up in his car, foil his car, and takes them, to wherever, drive out of town to this school. And then his own biological children are abandoned to the wife, alone. She will do the best she can, put the children in a bus or take them herself to this same school. How do you think your children will feel? You think they don't know? You think they don't see? You think they don't hear? You think they don't understand like you? And at the end of the day, I hear men saying the wife has turned the children against them. How? Don't fool yourself. Even a small child as young as 5 years old already sees, already understands what is going on. They already know that Daddy does not like them. Daddy does not take care of them. Daddy does not pay their school fees. He doesn't buy food. They know. The mother does not need to tell them. Some mothers even try to cover up, but they know. Okay, there's this case of a woman who will always bring money or buy something and say, oh, your father gave money that I should buy this, people should buy this, or bought a pair of shoes, so, oh, your father gave him money, I bought this pair of shoes. But when the children were in high school, one day she brought, this same story, and one of the children said, Mom, stop that your story. We all along we know that you have been covering up, that Daddy has not given any money for anything. You have been the one doing all of that and trying to force us to believe that it's Daddy. We know that he's not the one. Imagine. And then you say that the wife has turned the children against you. Okay, why don't you also turn the children against their mother? By doing something good, by doing all the good things. And turn the children against the mother. Let's say if it's possible, if it is work. You are the one turning the children against you, not their mother. Don't blame anybody. When you are old, or you are sick, or you have lost your job, or the side chick have abandoned you, or whatever issues you have now, you want to force your children to come to your help. You want to force a relationship with these children. And the children, are reluctant. It doesn't come so easily, so automatically. You might be related, but you don't have a relationship. You have never had a relationship. So it's difficult for the children, to I'm not saying they should, but just understand psychologically by human nature. That's how it is. It's difficult for the children to just embrace you, immediately. Just because you are father. No, it doesn't work like that, my dear sons. So have a relationship with your children, irrespective of what is going on. And more still, or the best of it, is to have a good relationship with your wife, and so on. All these ideas of side chicks, I don't know. We have always said it. It brings nothing but sorrow and pain at the end of it all. The joys and happiness you get are temporary. At one point, they will end. But if you maintain a good relationship with your wife and your children, that is long lasting, So what I'm saying this time around is, think before you act. Think of what you are doing. Think of the consequences, not only present but future consequences. And do your best, and God will do the rest. That's the bit I had for you today. Thank you. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe so that you always have updates. We have new issues to discuss. And share. There might be somebody this video will help. Even if it's just one person, then the video would have been worthwhile. Somebody might be going through a situation right now, and just listening to this might help that person to have, a different mindset. People should all have a new mindset, change your mindset and do what is right. Even in your quiet moments, you sit and evaluate, and you tell yourself that this is right or this is wrong. Do what is right by your children, by your wife, and by the extended family, by the community. Why not? And the world will be a better place for us all to live. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.